Hey, Bill Shaka here. Welcome to another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. Welcome to Tamarindo, Costa Rica. Well, what shall we discuss today? No one likes to fail, but, and I'm going to take this from a leadership perspective. I've got 3 ideas here for you, and this is precipitated by emails that I've been getting about failure and how to deal with it, etc. If you're in a leadership or management role, there's a couple things you really need to consider. Here's the first thing. Do you have a definition of failure? Please keep in mind that every project, every sales call, every nuance of your organization has a different metric for success and it has a different metric for failure. Now, obviously, one of the things I would love for you to do is to have a meeting after every success with the goal being, what did we do right? So we can continue to do that. But I think it's also very important that you define the metric for failure, because, I mean, something doesn't have to be either success or failure. I mean, it's not an on-off switch. There could be levels of success or levels of failure that you may be able to live with. But I think it's important that you define that notion of when you hit the event horizon, when you hit the tipping point, and this is obviously a failure. And I think it's important that you have that definition. Now, let me go a little bit further. How do we place that definition in the context of what needed to be accomplished? Pretty crunchy granola there, but think about that. We know what had to be accomplished, and we have acknowledged a failure. Why? Was what we needed to accomplish a little too audacious? Did we not give it enough time? Were our people not trained or prepared? You see, failure may not be failure because of an inconceived plan. It may be because it's going to take 2 months to execute and we only gave it a month. Maybe it's budgetary. We might have to go into accounting and shake some coins out of their pocket to make sure that the next time we do this, we have enough money. Doesn't much matter. But how do we place the definition of failure in context of what needs to be accomplished? And then finally, as a leader, are you at the center of the failure? There's no pointing when it comes to this. If you are the leader, the direct report, the individual who is supposed to be on the charge here, look, even though you might disperse the success among your team, you are going to be looked at the person who will have their back clapped because of the success. No problem. Accept the failure also. Okay? Are you at the center of that failure? And what can you do to make sure that it doesn't happen again? See, ladies and gentlemen, these are pretty distinct questions that have to be asked. I brought this up in a negative context in terms of failure, but I think we also need to look at it in terms of success. However, once we put it into context, I think what you're going to find is that the leader's role is defining success as well as failure. Bill Shaka, thanking you for attending another edition of 5-Minute Motivator. Looking forward to seeing you in the next edition. Bye-bye.